Hey, Miss Mojo Joe, I love that. And I know everybody loves that, but I do too. Mojo Joe, I love that. Let's see, what did you say? Go with the flow, Mr. P. I'm doing a dummy run live next week, music, chat, etc. Hope all is well. Oh, thank you, Mojo. You're right. Going with the flow is good. I fear that if I go with the flow, that if I don't have a certain topic, it'll just be a silent, dead conversation to myself, especially in the beginning when there's not a lot of people in here watching or participating. But definitely, I agree with that. Going with the flow is a good thing. And I'm very proud that you are wanting to start just chatting up on your own channel. I'm very excited about that. And I will be looking forward to your channel. So I will have to look up